Welcome to Dream Machine, where this week's four-wheeled wonder is a kit car with a real kick to it, an AC Cobra replica. Find out later how you could win a tasty little number like this, all of your own. As always, the car we're giving away will be built in our workshop. At the moment, it's the motoring equivalent of a DIY flat pack, but once it's put together, it will be a dream machine. Last week, our turbo team transformed a trio of Mini Coopers into Italian job getaway cars. And later on, we'll show you the moment we handed them over to the 3 lucky winners of last week's phoning competition. Also this week, I'm invited to a private view of a secret car collection worth over £2 million. And fighting the fear with the students of a race car university as they face the track for the very first time.
I thought the car would still be handling me, and I'm starting to take control.
Right, guys, okay, when it goes over, I want to make sure that it doesn't go completely onto its roof. It should sit on its side.
The team are sourcing all the parts to build our car.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, lift! Keep going!
They're plundering some of the components from this Ford Granada. In kit car lingo, this is called the donor car.
The donor parts we want to look at for our kit car are basically front suspension units. We'll take out the diff down here and the rear drive shafts, one there and one down here, and all this suspension and the radius arms, and we'll then assess them all and see whether we can use them and get them refurbished or not. The recycled donor parts will be combined with the parts in the kit. There are various excellent Cobra kits on the market. This particular model is made by Pilgrim Cars and costs 11 grand. And this is what you get for your money.
The body shell is a single-piece fiberglass tub with double-skinned doors, bonnet and boot. It comes with a rigid multi-tube steel chassis, interior trim and some of the running gear, although the engine must be sourced separately. There are a few which can be fitted in the car. The choice is yours. Its performance is outstanding, but watch out for the speed bumps as ground clearance is a mere 5 inches. The Sumo combines the reliability of a modern car with the look and feel of a classic, giving you the best of both worlds. Putting a kit car together is rather like doing an elaborate jigsaw puzzle.
The great thing about this build project is that most of the work can be done on the chassis before the body shell has to be fitted on top. It's vital the chassis frame is a solid skeleton. This one's made from box section steel with sheet steel floors and bulkhead.
Hearing that works. So this is the widening room. I hope somebody knows what they're doing with this.
We take it out the bag, lay it on the floor, and then we can run through exactly what everything is.
Can I open it then?
Yeah.
The company estimates an entire car will take 300 hours to build. It seems most of this time could be spent just figuring out the electrics.
So this is all your electrics, including all the lights, ignition, everything.
Getting the electrics in place is the first major job.
Keep feeding, keep pulling.
Hang on, yeah. Everybody dreads the wiring part of the car, but with this being a purpose-made loom, it should be fairly easy.
It's been designed so that it all sits in exactly the right place, so you can't really mess it up.
The wiring is the car's central nervous system. Get it wrong and it'll go nowhere.
When we get the engine, it'll start looking more like a car.
As our car is far from drivable, I borrowed a ready-finished model to take for a sprint. This is a Pilgrim Sumo and it's based on an AC Cobra. Now the Cobra was originally launched in the early 60s, 1962, when Carroll Shelby married together an AC body, which was an English sports car, and a big V8 Ford engine, and from then on he just developed the idea further and further, putting bigger, more powerful engines in. In doing so, he needed more space under the body, so the wheel arches got flared and the side pipes for the exhaust came out of the body, just so that he could make more space in the actual middle of the car for the engine. An original 1960s Cobra can set you back the best part of £250,000. A modern replica like this one is not only more affordable, but provides a fantastic and authentic driving experience. What you see is what you get. It looks muscle-packed, and it is. The Cobra is the most copied car of all time. Steve Hull from TotalKitCar.com explains why.
Something like this, it appeals to people's dreams. They can't afford a real one, or the real ones are just not out there because they only made a few. And something like this people can build in their garage, in their front garden, and they can have something which looks pretty much like the original car was, at a fraction of the cost.
So what is it then about the Cobra, for example, that has spawned this massive kit car industry, because it's a huge market?
Absolutely. I think it's just the appeal of the thing. The big arches, the great big side pipes, the enormous V8 engine in most cases. When they made only 1,003 of the original car, there's probably about 100,000 replicas sitting out there around the world. So it's an amazing following that the car's got. There's a whole enigma, I think, about Cobras, that there's an attraction there, and I think it just appeals. It's a man thing.
Not true. This is far too much fun for the boys to be keeping to themselves. If you'd like to own one of these, you can either buy a kit and build it yourself, or save yourself the effort and pick up the phone and win the one we're putting together in our workshop. The team have selected a monster engine for our Sumo. It's a Chevy 5.7-litre V8, which generates 250 brake horsepower.
Right. This is a very, very tight fit.
But fitting such a huge engine without damaging the bodywork is a delicate operation.
Yeah, it can come in about another 3 inches. What we're trying to do is to end up with these mounting rubbers sitting in here on these plates, which will then get bolted into the chassis itself. We hook that. If I disconnected it from the one end, that'll give us some more play, won't it?
I think you're right.
It's a tight squeeze to shoehorn the V8 into the engine bay, but it's well worth the effort to have such a powerful engine on board. We're in. We're in.
The original AC Cobra is most famously the car responsible for the British motorway speed limit. In the early 60s, on a newly built M1, a Cobra was caught doing a fairly excessive 200 miles an hour. The direct result of this incident was the introduction of the 70 miles an hour speed limit. These days, most of the original Cobras are in the US. So I've come to Pasadena to get behind the wheel of this $400,000 motor. The original AC Cobra is the American dream machine. And if you get the chance to drive an original, then you're very lucky indeed. This rather nifty Cobra 289 is just one of an incredible private collection hidden in this sleepy suburb. The contents of this dream garage are worth around $3 million and are the result of a 40-year obsession.
Cobras do everything better than just about any car that's ever been made or will be made. I got started in Cobras in 1962 when I was a Ford hot rodder and my sister's boyfriend was a sports car guy. All of a sudden he came over one day with a copy of Road and Track magazine, and on the cover was a Cobra with a Ford motor and a sports car body, and we said, this is it. We've died and gone to heaven.
His favourite of his 9 Cobras is number 97, the 10th Cobra ever built. Millionaire businessman Lynn takes great pride in the fact that he's always done the work on them himself.
I've bought maybe one Cobra that ran when I bought it. People are afraid of cars that don't run. Well, I love cars that don't run.
I think we should go out and have a little ride.
Okay, that sounds like fun to me. These cars are more like my children than cars. I haven't named them, but I know each of their serial numbers by heart, obviously.
Why have you got so many?
Well, I'm a very sick person first. But, you know, it's the old deal. If one is good, more are better.
Everybody, do what you're doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day. Everybody, do what you're doing. Smile will bring a sunshine day.
Okay.
The team have built up the rolling chassis as far as they can, and now they're ready to drop the body on top. Very carefully.
Ian, are you happy this is the right way around?
I think so.
Down there. What a transformation. Obviously, it's not going to be a grey car. This is a fiberglass body, which has come out of the mould with this grey gel coat on, because we're going to do a professional pucker paint job on this. But when you do build a kit car, most bodies come out with a gel coat finish of the colour of your choice. The doors, bonnet and boot all need adjustments to ensure a snug fit.
So we've had to cut these seams to make do, but with a bit of luck, it won't be far off there. But hopefully, that'll do the job.
Don't start praying, it'll work, it'll work. You're going to do the honours, Jeremy.
Once the engine's installed, it's time for the magic moment every kit car builder dreams of.
Come on! Come on. Not even, there's nothing. There's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing.
The problem seems to be coming from the rear end. It seems somebody forgot to connect the fuel pump. Naughty Ian.
Is it going? Yep. Oh yeah, we've got it. Okay, hang on. Hey, go on.
It's the first time our engine's been fired up, and it sounds glorious. You just can't beat the roar of a V8. And it doesn't hurt to know that with this baby under the bonnet, it'll be capable of doing 0 to 60 in a tidy 5.2 seconds. You could be in with a chance of winning our finished car if you call 09069 122 602 and correctly answer this question. What does the AC in AC Cobra stand for? Is it A, auto carriers, or B, American cars? Lines are open now until 8 PM on Sunday the 6th of April, when the lucky winner will be selected from all the correct entries. Make sure you're by your phone between 8 and 9 on Sunday, when it might be you that we phone with the good news. You must be able to take delivery of the car on Monday.
After the break, find out what happened when last week's 3 winners took delivery of their Italian job getaway cars.
And join me at the Cobra University for a sports car education. Welcome back to Dream Machine, where this week we've fallen for motors with muscles and the fabulous V8 powered Cobra. Our mob of mechanics are building a modern kit car of the 1960s motoring icon. They've built up the rolling chassis, fitted the body shell and fired up the V8 engine for the first time.
We've cut holes in the body ready to fit those stonking side pipes. The original cars had the 2 pipes coming out underslung underneath the car, but most of the kits now have these side pipes, but they do make the car look absolutely brilliant.
Now it's getting a rather special paint job. At £600 a litre, the total cost is £2.5 grand.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb, Black Betty had a child, bam lamb, the damn thing gone wild, bam lamb, said a word not of mine, bam lamb, the damn thing gone wild.
This chrome illusion paint changes colour as you move around it. It works by light travelling through transparent flakes within the paint, acting as tiny prisms to bend the light and create the soap bubble effect.
Now the doors, bonnet and boot have been repainted, they need to be rehung.
Yeah, it's going to have to come up a bit, Eddie's. I think if it comes up a bit there, that end will go down a bit and we'll be not far off, will we?
They were all fitted once before painting, but now they're ready for their final hanging to make sure they're perfectly in line. Once they're in position, the door panels can go on.
What we're doing here is we're putting the bolts in for the bonnet. We're going to nip them up so we can manoeuvre the bonnet around. We'll get the gaps right and then we'll tighten them up fully.
Right. People that design these things never, ever have mechanics in mind, do they?
You know, see, slowing down a bit.
It's not getting old.
These make stonking road cars, but they come into their own on the racetrack. Here at the Willow Springs Circuit in California, kit car owners live out their ultimate race car fantasy as they learn to take their machines to the max.
Well, I want to welcome all of you out here, and this is at Cobra University. You're going to
get tons of coaching. You're going to see your effectiveness going up.
Really exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
A little nervous, but very excited.
My stomach is in my throat. My legs are shaking.
At high speeds, these cars are hard to handle. Too much throttle and they'll be off the track.
A lot of these Cobra owners are business guys or very successful guys, but they always have this wild side to them other than the shirt and tie. They really come out for the fun and experience.
Boy, is this a kick.
You're really learning how to do it right, and each time you get out there, you kind of get a little bit more in the groove, and you can see that you're going to be a better driver by the time this is over.
When my wife and I got married, we had a Cobra as a getaway car. It was generously provided out there, so we left the reception hall and leaving like this in a Cobra. And after driving that, it was really something wild. I thought, golly, this could be really a handful for people. And I started just asking questions about it, and there was a request for coaching in that area. So I got together the guys, and we started doing it.
You can ask me questions, you can ask Paul questions, what you might be doing wrong.
So it attracts a lot of the guys who are novices, and the experienced guys want to know why these newbies are running such good lap times, and they don't know why.
The faster we go, the more we learn.
And just when their confidence is rising, they have to learn to do this. Why are you nervous?
Well, just because I've never done it, so I don't know what to expect. We go out on the skid pad, and basically we're going to go around in circles, and we want them to get an experience of fear and sliding out their car and going and doing a 180, 360, whatever.
It's completely different than I thought. I thought the car would still be handling me, and I'm starting to take control.
It's extremely exciting for them just to come on out here. But when they take this home and they notice that their street driving has significantly improved, then that's a big plus.
There are not enough superlatives to allow me to put it in King's English, okay?
Oh, Queen's the Queen.
Oh.
It's the Queen. You're
Well,
it
used to be the King. Sorry about that. You two folks at home, sorry.
Right, have you test fitted this?
In the hub of the Dream Machine workshop, the team have got all the mechanical work out of the way.
Now, what with us?
Roll bars are used as protection in the eventuality the car rolls over. But because this car has such a heavy chassis, the centre of gravity is very low, and they're almost impossible to roll.
Right, is that right down or not?
To furnish the interior, there are brand new seats and a complete set of new carpet panels. But it's a bit of a jigsaw.
Let's bite the bullet, get the carpet. Just working out which carpet goes in which place is a nightmare.
It's a 14-piece set of carpet.
Oh, soon have this crack, Les. Piece of cake.
The idea is to start at the front tunnel and work your way around the sides and back of the car.
Every time I look, there's more carpet.
The main floor carpet is laid last to overlap the edges of the pieces at the side.
We're just screwing down these trims now, and then we can get the other seat in, and the carpets are in at last.
Every new kit car must pass an SVA, or Single Vehicle Approval, test before it's allowed on the road. If it passes, it will earn a certificate from the Ministry of Transport.
That's going to be fine. We'll tighten that up from now.
The final stage is attaching the fixtures and fittings. The kit comes with all the instrumentation and chrome bright work needed to complete the look of the car.
These quarter lights aren't the most attractive things in the world, but they are incredibly important because if you don't have them, you get over about 60 miles an hour and it's virtually impossible to breathe.
The steering wheel is a replica of the original Cobra. All it needs now is a bit of spit and polish to get it to showroom condition.
That's it.
Last week our Dream Team were very busy. They had to build not one, not two, but 3 Dream Machines. They are Mini Coopers, replicas of the trio used in the famous film The Italian Job. Thousands of you phoned in for them and 3 lucky winners were picked. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
Oh, I can't tell you how wonderful I feel. It's a fantastic feeling, and you never think you're going to win. I know everyone says that, but you really don't think you've got a chance of winning. And then you get that phone call, and it's just unbelievable feeling. Really fantastic. Lovely. Wow, That really
That's
is.
for you.
That really is wonderful.
Well, that's one down, 2 to go. Let's meet our next winners. Congratulations!
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. You've won one of our dream machines.
I have. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
There you go.
It looks better than it does on the telly, actually. It's so comfy. I'll just be sat outside in this all the time.
Well, 2 of my little babies have flown the nest. It's time to meet where the 3rd one is going. And I think the winner of this one is Donna. Donna, congratulations, you have won.
No way.
Yes, the red one. And the red one as well. Lovely. Well, our 3 little minis have got 3 very happy new owners, but don't worry if you weren't lucky, because there are still plenty more dream machines for us to be giving away. Our car is finished. This £11,000 kit took 300 man-hours to build. To buy it would cost around 15 grand, and with a brand new V8 engine under that very expensive paintwork, this is one motor that will stand out from the crowd. It's passed its SVA with flying colours, and now it's ready to hit the road. This car not only looks amazing, it is amazing. This is true American muscle car. And as for driving it, well, it's a true experience. You could be in with a chance of winning our dream machine if you call 09069 122 602 and correctly answer this question. What does the AC in AC Cobra stand for? Is it A, auto carriers, or B, American cars? Lines are open now until 8 PM on Sunday the 6th of April, when the lucky winner will be selected from all the correct entries. Make sure you're by your phone between 8 and 9 on Sunday, when it might be you that we phone with the good news. You must be able to take delivery of the car on Monday. This time next week, it could be you in the driving seat. All you've got to do is call. Good luck.
Well, while you